Hello everybody, it's T.Boy here, and welcome back to some more Pokemon HeartGold version. Last episode, we took down the Sprout Tower as well as took down the Violet City Gym pretty darn easily. I won't even lie, that was kind of a pushover. We also received the egg that we gave to Professor Alph from Mr. Pokemon, and now the egg is back with us. It is, in fact, one of these three eggs. It's probably the last one, I'm assuming, right? Mr. Pokemon, yeah, okay. It's already maybe close to hatching like these two eggs that we have, so I mean, hey, you know, it's probably gonna hatch first than the eggs that we got a lot sooner. In today's episode, before we go on our way to Azalea Town, there's one last thing I want to show around Violet City. You could have easily gone here before any of the Sprout Tower and the Violet City Gym. Well, I figured I want to show this off now instead of earlier, even though it doesn't really matter. So you could have went here way before this. This is the ruins of Alph. It's kind of a weird location. I say it because, well, there is a certain Pokemon you can find here, Great Ball, by the way, on this rock. I don't know why I know this, I just know there's a Great Ball there. Ruins Research Center. You go in. Let me see this guy. Bravo! A promised youth who is about to start the journey of archaeology just arrived. What? Just a visitor? Oh, I see. You got me excited for nothing. Oh, wow. Okay, buddy. The ruins are about... I was getting a nerd voice. That isn't gonna work. The ruins are about 1,500 years old. That's all we know about them. But it's not like know why they were built or by whom. There are odd patterns drawn on the walls of the ruins. They must be the keys of unraveling the mystery of the ruins. This seems pretty unique. We know these ruins have been here for a very long time, but we don't know exactly why they're here or who built these ruins. We could go down a staircase right there. I don't want to actually do that. That's not the right spot I want to go to. Is it up here? Yeah, yes. Yeah, yes. Okay. Now, behold, me sucking at a puzzle. This Pokemon hides on the seafloor and watches the shore with eyes on its back. Alright, you already know the gist of things. This is when I become really bad at puzzles, which it shouldn't be that hard. As long as we just turn this. Trying to see exactly. No, I was right. That's right. Okay, this piece, actually, I think this piece we swap to here. And no. Welcome to me sucking at puzzles, like I said. Okay, that claw is definitely right. And now I'm trying to figure out... Okay, hold on. Right here? That looks like it's right. And the eye should be like this. And now I'm struggling. No, okay, well... Welcome to me in puzzles, by the way. I'm not very good at doing that. Actually, is it like that? Okay, hold on a minute. This has to be this one, right? And that's this one? There we go! I had the claw. I think I had that one claw bit not in the right spot, and I thought I did. Did you just come down from above? So, you must have solved the stone panel puzzle. That is wonderful. You seem to have some talent with archaeology. I will give you this unknown report. It records unknown as you capture them. I'm sure it will come in handy. We obtained the unknown report. There's a strange presence here. It's a very creepy place. It's a very unsettling music that's going on, and yeah. Okay, well, you just have to interrupt me. There is one encounter you can find here that's different. Unknown. Unknown is a second type Pokemon that only has and will only have one move. That move being Hidden Power. That's it. Hidden Power. Hidden Power is depending on the Pokemon's... Oh gosh, I forget even from what it depends on. I'm totally blanking out. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't think it depends on the IVs of the Pokemon, does it? Maybe it is actually. I can't think of anything else. It definitely doesn't depend on the EV since those are gained through a level up and stuff. By the way, Echo, good job. You're level 10 now. So maybe it is through the IVs. You will not know your hidden power unless you keep using it on other Pokemon and kind of narrowing it down to what type that is. I believe there's someone in this game later on that will tell you, hey, what move or what type of hidden power you do have on your Pokemon before learning the hidden power if you don't want to waste your TM. However, or I say waste your TM, we don't have the accessibility to hidden power yet. Ow! Well, that's just super effective. We don't have accessibility to TM hidden power yet, but we will later on, and we will gain a lot of those TM hidden powers. So hidden powers is another one of those TMs where it's like you don't only get one of in the game, so be free to just use as many as you like. I'm pretty sure you get to buy this TM. Now we come out the main entrance. I don't think there's another entrance we can go through. We can't go over here because we can't surf across the water yet. But other than that, that's about it to these ruins. There is actually a special event here that I do actually really want to show off. I just don't have it prepped yet. You need to have a certain Pokemon in your party to be able to trigger that event. If you don't, you're never gonna be able to trigger the event, meaning, you know, so on and so forth. You can still do the event, but you kind of have to do a bunch of like tinkering around just to get the event to work. And I just do not have that prepped right now. Maybe in the near future, or in the future, maybe like post game I do it. I don't know. But for right now, I do not have that prepped up. So unfortunately, that is all the stuff that Ruins of Alph have to offer. However, with that unknown report, if we catch all the unknown, we will be rewarded with something, which is very nice. But I mean, we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna do it on my off time, just so I can show you guys what it looks like. How about that? But I'm not gonna show literally me catching every single unknown, because there's like almost 30 of those things. We can finally go down here. Wait up! What's the hurry? You have some good Pokemon there. Must be from training you gave them around Violet City. The training at the gym must have been especially helpful. As a souvenir of Violet City, take this. It increases the power of grass type moves. Okay, so this is the one thing that you get if you start with Chikorita. You get the Miracle Seed you can give Chikorita too, so that's pretty neat. Unfortunately, well, the Miracle Seed is pretty useless to us. I haven't seen you around here before, so you think you're pretty tough. I mean, you know, this guy wouldn't let me pass through unless I don't know, beat the Violet City gym, you know. Youngster Albert. I got a bat that's still really weak. Oh, Echo. No, Echo, you will get your time to shine, I swear. You're just so close, man. It's just not close enough. I still have my battle on shift just because of the whole swapping into Echo and swapping back to Lava here. It's just way better. Like I said, I would really want to play on set eventually all the way through, but in the meantime, we're gonna play on shift because, gosh, switch training is gonna be abysmal if you don't have shift on. So it's a lot nicer. I know Lava is like what, 6 levels above Echo, but hey, it's okay. Oh no, Leech Life. Let's see how much damage this does. It's gonna be 1. Whoa, what a surprise. Perish. And now we can get the Zubat out of here. That's pretty easy. Youngster Albert, what do you have to say? You're strong, thank you. I mean, I am pretty strong, as I say so myself. We go up here, there's a little tree we can't actually cut on. We could actually, I totally forgot. There's that rock back in Violet City that we actually need to break down with Rock Smash. That we should... You already have Rock Smash! I just totally forgot to break down. Okay, quick, let's just step over the grass. And there we go. Alright, perfect. So yeah, there's that rock back in Violet City. I think it's right to the trainer school. And we can break that and actually get an item over there, which would be pretty nifty to get. I believe there's some rocks in Dark Cave yet you guys can smash through. But you won't be able to get far into Dark Cave yet. You'll need another HM to get there. We got a Hyper Potion for our troubles. This will restore 200 hit points to a Pokemon, which is a lot of hit points, first off. It's one of the best healing items in the game. And a lot of Pokemon don't even hit 200 HP by the end of this journey. So, yeah, it's a great healing item. If I just walk through the tall grass, no wild Pokemon should get me. There we go. Perfect. And what are you looking at the wall for? Uh-huh. Yeah, you know. Pardon? Pokemon battle? I'm on the phone. Oh, alright. I'll accept your challenge. Get off your phone, you stupid kids. These dang Zoomers and their technology, even though I go on my phone all the time. Hello, Nidoran female. We actually don't have access to catching you yet. Not for a while, I'm pretty sure. Man, that's actually interesting. I didn't realize how late you can actually get Nidoran female and Nidoran male in this game. Because then, like, you know, the Kanto, when you're playing through like Fire and Leaf Green, you can find them like super early on. But in this game, it's not until like what? Around the 3rd gym, right? Unless I'm missing something. I very well could be missing something, but I know you can find them there. Oh, you're on a big journey to see the sights? Neat. Let's be friends. Can I have your phone number? I want to hear about everything you've seen. Alright, sure, I guess. I'll telephone you if you hear anything interesting. Okay, speaking of which, Joey wants to call us. Good evening, Lyra. It's me, Joey. Were you awake? Hey, do you remember my super cool Rattata? My Rattata is different from regular Rattata. It's like my Rattata is in the top percentage of Rattata. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, he said it. He said the line. Oh, he said the line. So we got 2 routes to go down here. We can go south, or we can go east here. Just tall grass. And we can see a lot of fishermen here. Whoa, you made me lose that fish. Sorry, I guess. Yeah, I always get, I remember like, I feel like getting yelled at by like a fisherman who was fishing like near a dock, and I was like being loud or something, and he got really pissed at me. That's definitely happened to me in the past. I was gonna say in the future. I mean, I could definitely make that a thing that will happen in the future, but I'll be kind of an a-hole if I do that. Alright, this is Echo can actually do stuff against these Magikarp, since these Magikarp only have 1 move and 1 move only, and that is Splash. At least this Magikarp. Magikarp is very useless. I mean, he gets Splash, which is one of the best moves in the game. No, it's really bad. It does not. He also gets Tackle and Flail, but other than that, that's it. Oh, we've level 15. Okay, well, you're strong. You're gonna have Tackle, but watch how much this Tackle does. Well, I mean, okay, that's actually a little bit more than I thought. But you're also level 15. My gosh, I just do not do enough damage, man. Echo, soon, man, soon. Trust me, Echo will get his time to shine in the future. He will become one of the best Pokemon on our team. That quick attack did nothing. Actually, it's probably a better option if I use Ember. I know it's not very effective, but I get the stab built into it. That roughly did the same amount of damage, I want to say. It's okay. Use his quick attack again and knock out this Magikarp. I also gotta really say, I don't think I've actually praised the music in this game. I think I talked about when I started this Let's Play, but I really do like the trainer themes in this game. They're really just upbeat, fun to hear. It's a lot better than like the Pokemon Sword and Shield wild Pokemon theme. My gosh. I mean, the good news is Pokemon majority of the time has really good music, you know, especially back then. I feel like none of their soundtracks were really a miss. They're always a hit, man. There's such good songs in this game. And there goes the Magikarp. Yeah, a measly 10 experience points. You know what? I'm not gonna switch train against these Magikarp since, yeah, he just does not give any like experience. I'm just gonna use Ember again. 10 experience is not worth my trouble, so just switching into Kolava and switching back to Echo and back and forth. Like, yeah, 21 experience, it does barely anything. Sploosh! Okay, another fisherman right here. That Pokemon, freshly caught! So he just caught this Pokemon, he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna battle with it. Alright, what do you have? You have 2 Pokemon here. You have a Poliwag! Yay! Big fan of Poliwag. I love this Pokemon. Water Sport, not a big fan of that move. I mean, it actually kind of does something since it's going to weaken fire power moves will weaken. However, you're already a water type, and this is the kind of big issue I have with these type of moves, is that, well, you son of a gun, you have hypnosis. The big issue is what I have with those type of moves is that it's like, oh yeah, water spout, I can, you know, decrease the fire moves weak or power or whatever, even though I'm already a water type. It's just like, why? Bubble. Ow. That's gonna hurt. Never mind. I forgot, I'm twice your level. I'm gonna try Ember here. It's not gonna do that much damage. Water types are just kind of a pain right now, aren't they? I would have Zubat or my Echo to really take care of these guys, but he just doesn't have the move I want, which is Bite. Oh well, I guess they're doing Switch Training. I mean, level 11, you're very close. So close, yeah, so far. I also really don't want to chuck in Echo into a fight that he can't win, and he will end up fainting. But like I said, he does care about friendship a lot. So that's another thing when training a Zubat, make sure he doesn't faint, or else that's just gonna take down some friendship away from him, and that's just gonna take even longer to get him fully involved. Also, did I say Water Spout? I meant Water Sport. Water Spout is actually a really crazy move, which only a few Pokemon can get. But Spout is the one who's like, or Sport is. Sport Spout, whatever the heck. And you're gonna use Bubble. Let's just ow. Okay, these Poliwags are actually hurting me quite a bit. I guess that's what happens when you have a Fire type against Water type Pokemon. If they crit me, it's a big pain. Freshman Henry Splash. I like how he just says Splash with a question mark. Alright, we're kind of weak here. If we go past these guys, I'm gonna fight you. What do you even have? I found some good Pokemon in the grass. I think they'll do it for me. Alright. Bring it on then, punk. What do you got? Hooper. Okay, there's some really good water types going on. And we're about to have a chance to catch Poliwag here soon. So, just a heads up. If you want to use Poliwag on your team, the time will come. You're gonna tell with me. Oh, how scared I am. And I'm gonna use Quick Attack. And one shot. Okay. Mud Sport. See, another thing. So he has a Mud Sport, which will make electricity powers weakened. You're a ground type. Electricity does not hurt you one bit. And in fact, it doesn't hurt you at all. I guess these moves are like, okay, if like, I don't know, you have another team member that's like, if you have like a flying type and you want to make sure electric moves don't hurt that much, but even then it's like, really? I don't know. It's just, I see, it's one of the most like useless moves out there. It might as well be Splash. How do you like to have this tasty, nutritious Slowpoke tail? But right now, it's just 1 million Pokédollars. You want this? Yeah, sure, dude. I thought kids these days were loaded. You would be definitely wrong, sir. We got this girl, Frida. Yahoo! It's Friday. Frida, Friday. Nice to meet you. Here's a poison barb for you. I gotta attain the poison barb. Give it to the Pokemon that's a poison type moves. Oh, it's wicked. You'll be shocked at how good it makes poison type moves. So there'll be someone different there. I think every day they'll give you a different item. Like say Frida. Today's Friday, so Frida Friday, and so on and so forth. So you want to go check that area just like once I would say once a day, but like it's pretty much just like make sure you go check it there like Saturday, Sunday, Friday, yada yada, and so on and so forth. We have this guy I want to talk to. This area is great for fishing. Like if all those people fishing, did you feel like you wanted to try fishing too? Would you like one of my rods? Sure, I'll take an easy old rod. And put the old rod in a bag. When you want to go fishing, face the water and use the rod first. Now concentrate, look closely at the water. An exclamation mark appears when a Pokemon has taken a bite. Press the A button quickly to pull back the line. You'll see what happens next. If there's water, be it the sea or a stream, try out your rod. So this is when it comes to, yes, you can now find Poliwag now. If you go back to Violet City and fish in the water there, you have a chance, not a very good chance of finding a Poliwag. I believe it's like a 5% or a 10% chance of finding Poliwag. So let's talk about the Pokemon Poliwag. Poliwag has, well, a split evolution line. He'll evolve once and then have the split evolution line. Whether one comes with a Water Stone or the other would be a King's Rock traded. So one's a lot more limited than the other. Once again, another trade evolution Pokemon. Yep, we're gonna get to a lot more of those in the future. Don't you worry. So already the Water Stone evolution of Poliwag might be, or I guess the Poliwhirl in this case, says Poliwag evolving to Poliwhirl, will be Poliwrath. Poliwrath is a water fighting type Pokemon that's kind of like a mixed attacker. Overall, pretty solid stats overall. Nothing really like excelling crazily at, or being really bad at. It just does his job of just being like everything just in the middle of the road kind of deal. And his attack, or is it? I think his attack stat might be better than his special attack. Also, I just got confused by this stupid Goldeen with Supersonic. So most people would probably only be able to use Pyrath due to the fact that you don't need to trade for it. You just need to use a Water Stone, and winning a Water Stone in this game isn't too hard. So Water Stones are pretty easy to come by. So it's not too difficult to get to a Pyrath. However, the other option with the King's Rock will eventually give you Politoed, and this is more of a personal favorite of mine, and I like Politoed a lot more than Pyrath. He'll eventually become a more, I believe, faster and more special hitting Pokemon with some good special defense. So a lot of specialty, I guess, attack and defense and good speed. Kind of stacking the defense and I believe like attack, which you don't really need attack if you're just going to use your special attack. So it's okay. However, like I said, you will need to have a King's Rock, which once again isn't that hard to get in this game. So it's one of those items which is pretty easy to get. However, the real hurdle is, well, you need to trade to be able to get to that Politoed. I don't think there's any way around it. You can't catch Politoed out in the wild. So yeah, if you want to use Politoed and you can't trade over a Pokemon, you're kind of stuck with Poliwhirl unless you go to Pyrath. It's a little bit unfortunate because I think that's the better option. And Politoed is a pure water type, and so he does this good job of taking hits and everything, because water types are just pretty bulky since they only have 2 weaknesses. But like I said, I think it's just one of those hurdles that, it's like with Haunter to Gengar, it's just one of those hurdles that, yeah, it's blocked out of because of trading if you don't be able, or if you can't even trade. So it's rough. I know a lot of people, and I think I said this before, where I know a lot of people don't like the trade evolutions, but for me personally, I never had a problem with that because, well, when you grow up with a sibling who also plays Pokemon, yeah, you don't really run into that problem. How much does Astonish do to you? I just want to see. I'm only 11. Okay, some good damage actually. You're gonna find with me. Echo could actually just take care of these wild Pokemon while I'm talking here, which is fine by me. You're gonna Vine Whip me, okay, that's fine. And Astonish. Perfect. Alright, Echo will finally be able to take down some Pokemon. 72 experience, that is a decent amount of experience. He's almost level 13. Soon, he will be useful to us. Well, we're kind of going around here. There's one other item I want to get here, I believe. And Marie doesn't have Thunder Shock now, does it? I think it's a little bit later he gets Thunder Shock, so I think I'm a-okay to stay in. But there's one other item I want to get here on this route before we continue. And that growl is going to really suck since the spells is going to take unnecessarily longer to finish. Well, you have static, and that isn't very nice. Do I just keep the static? I mean, sure. Mareep is going to be faster now since my speed is like cut in half. You just crit me and I can fully parry. Wow, okay. I see how it is, and you're going to growl at me. Oh, gosh, dude, why? Why do you just have to... This game just hates me, huh? Alright, cool, Lava, get out of here. I was talking so much praise about Echo being finally being able to actually take down some wild Pokemon here. But no. You just have to get paralyzed, and now I can't even move. Alright, get you out of there. Echo level 12. One more level, man. One more level, and then we're out of here. Alright, you just called me like 10 minutes ago. Good evening, Lyra. It's me, Joey. Are you gonna say the same as... I'm not even gonna respond to that. Anyways, bro, you called me 10 minutes ago and told me that same exact thing. Oh my gosh. And I'm paralyzed. I have to get out of here. Escape from the wild rat. Of course, that Rattata would. Rattata would appear now, wouldn't he? All right, I'm gonna walk. Oh, wild Pokemon, please. And I got the one item I want, TM09 Bullet Seed. This is a 2 to 5 hitting grass type move that I think has the base power of 15. And it's pretty good on Pokemon that have the ability called Technician, since that move will get buffed. Because Technician allows moves with 60 base power lower to get that extra power buff into it. So it's very good for Pokemon with Technician. I just don't know if there's a grass type with the move or with the ability called Technician, making it really good. But I guess you don't really need to be a grass type with Technician to make it phenomenal. But Just be aware that yes, it could be a stronger option than Vine Whip, but if you only hit twice, Vine Whip is more consistent, I guess. It's a less consistent grass type move is what I'm trying to say here. Unless you have Technician, which will do a lot more damage, or if you have the ability Skill Link, which will always hit max amount of time. So that's another good thing. I don't want to end the video off here quite yet. I want to do one more fight before we go to the next dungeon. We'll set for the next episode. That badge! It's from Vile City. You beat Faulkner? Indeed I did. We didn't just beat him. We roasted him. Alright, Berry Keeper Peter. You gotta pick it. Nothing to... Gosh, I just realized I can't hit this thing because I have a Bug type move and a Ghost type move. I just can't hit Flying types worth of crap with Echo, man. And now you're just gonna kick sand in my face. Now, how pleasant. Alright, I'll just hit this Amber right away. How easy. See, we got this. Ready for experience there. You're gonna send a Pidgey. I'm just gonna use Kolava, man. One Ember after another. Well, I was pretty used to this using Ember on these birds. They got nothing on them. A Spearow? Okay. They pack a little bit more power, but nothing at all. Since you are way lower level than what Faulkner's Pokemon were. I mean, level 9 and what, level 13, so not way lower, but you know what I'm saying. Way lower than Kolava's level, I'll tell you that. Kolava's level 17 and kind of popping off. I know what my weaknesses are. Are you sure? Are you sure? I'm not really sure if he's sure. I'm not really sure if he's sure. There is an item behind this rock, so we can use Rocky to rock smash this rock. And we got a Shell Bell. This is a... I think this is the item that I'm thinking of that's really good. Yes, a Shell Bell. The holder's HP is restored a little every time it inflicts damage. This is actually a very good item to get really early on, so you can restore HP in battle by just attacking. Kolava's really the only one who's going to be doing a lot of damage. But I feel like that's like, he'll be fine because he'll be taking less damage because he'll be getting hit less. Let's just give it to Echo. Since Echo is more frail than Kolava is. So that being said, I think we're all set to go to Union Cave. But that's for next episode. So, Echo, I keep calling you Zoo. I mean, you are Zubat, but your name is Echo. Echo, what do you say? Echo seems to be feeling great about walking with you. That's good to hear. Next time on Pokemon HeartGold version, we go to Union Cave and head to Azalea Town. See you guys till next time.